All right, good afternoon. Oh my goodness.
Good afternoon.
Get the juice flowing in here. Good last day of minicamp there. You could see is a little shorter practice, a little bit more situational stuff, and some of these guys are going to take off for the summer. We're leaving the last week of OTAs open. We'll be on the field, we'll be practicing, but it'll be a little bit more young guy emphasis and special teams emphasis. So will be the last we see of some of these guys for the summer, and then we'll get them back for training camp, and we'll be in great shape. The objectives we set out to achieve really for the whole off-season program, we felt really good about introducing the scheme, strength and conditioning, just our standard of technique and fundamentals and finish. And so that was really encouraging to see over the course of the last 9 weeks. And with that, I'll open it up.
As you send the guys away, are you sending them with individual plans for the next 6 weeks when they're on their own?
Yeah, there's a general plan for us as a team and every member of the team. Things that we'd like to accomplish over the course of the next 6 weeks going into camp. And then really it's to expand on when they came in the springtime, each position coach had specific items of action for them to focus on. So we had studied their tape really hard, and each guy had areas of improvement that we wanted to get better at. Some were able to achieve that over the course of the spring. Others we really need pads on to hammer that home. So some of that doesn't change. Each guy knows where they stand right now, and we'll really have the competition cranked up once we get back.
And did you come up with anybody who's jumped out at you that you maybe didn't expect?
Yes. Thank you for giving me a moment there. I didn't want to throw around names for no reason. Yeah, so I'd say defensively, the two guys I would tell you are Dom Robinson. He even without the pads on, he's done a great job of consistently speed rush up the field or countering back to the inside. He's done a really nice job there, and then of course he's got some special teams value that he takes a lot of pride in as well. And then I thought the player we probably saw the most improvement from when he stepped in to now was Ruben Hippolyte. I thought he's done a nice job learning. He's swimming a little bit, but he's taken it seriously, and Coach Richard Smith's done a fantastic job with him over the course of the last few weeks. On offense, I'd probably single out Joel Wilson. You saw him today with a big catch. He's kind of had one or two of those almost every OTA. And then in the running back room, Kyle Monungai has really stepped up. I appreciate the attention to detail and the pride he takes and how quickly he's picking things up as well. So that's 4 good names for you right there.
Like you said today, you look like a veteran.
Yeah, no, he's got a little savvy in how he moves. He's got a nice route feel about him, and I mean the test will really be when we get going in camp how he holds up in the run game and in the pass pro game. But so far in the run and route section of tight end play, I think he stood out in a positive light.
Did you find your Dan Skipper out there, your reliable pass catching offensive lineman?
Yeah, I mean I let those guys know we only do this once a year, and it's an evaluation, and we'll circle back in training camp and end the season to see who we can trust to catch the ball or throw the ball. And I think there's a couple guys on the O-line that stood out, and then Case Keenum might have made the catch of the day, behind the back about 50 yards down the field. So I think we got some toys to work with.
Did you see? I know you've been impressed with Hippolyte's speed. When the pads come on, what are you going to be looking for from him to continue to let him advance in this competition to maybe actually win that third backer spot at time?
Yeah, I think it's read and react. There's a lot of moving parts there at linebacker play. They're keying and diagnosing a few different deals, and just with DA's scheme, the match mentality that we like to play a lot of our coverages with, things change quickly. He's done a great job adjusting to that speed as we've gone through, and that's going to have to show up once we do get the pads on. But I think he's been improving every single day, and really we're hoping that course continues.
Did you see Darnell Redd's one-handed catch?
Oh, I did. I did.
On the interception that Tyreek had, did something go off did something askew on that play from the start?
It looked like it. Yeah, I'll have to go back and look at the tape and see exactly what happened, but it sure didn't look like it came off the right way.
targets on that side. Keelan Camp was what I went.
Yeah, we'll have to look at it. There was a lot of really good teaching tape today, really good teaching tape, and so we're not ready for prime time yet. I think that was loud and clear over the last 3 weeks of play, but that's to be expected as well. We knew that was going to happen, and we'll look to take advantage of training camp to tighten the screws up and be ready to go week 1. I mean, Tyreek's got to go down after he catches the ball as well. So there's a lot of things going on with that particular play.
You say you're not ready for prime time yet, but do you feel like you accomplished what you set out coming in here in your first OTAs and minicamp put together?
Yeah, we've set out goals and objectives for phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3, and we circled back on what those were for phase 3 this morning as a group, and we felt pretty good about what we've been able to accomplish. The onus is on our players now to take advantage of the next 6 weeks. They've built a lot of goodwill with their bodies, conditioning wise. They're strong. We've got a number of guys that lost fat mass and gained lean mass and in great shape right now, and we got to continue that trend, not just to maintain, but even keep pushing that a little bit further. Because for us, training camp's not a get in shape camp; it's show up in shape camp, and so we can become a good football team.
Robinson was inactive a lot last year. Like, is there something that you're seeing from him specifically that's putting him in a better position to make the team and to make an impact, or is it something scheme-wise you think that'll be a better fit for him?
I don't even know about last year, to be honest with you, in terms of what that looked like, but I can just tell you he has popped out. He looks the part for sure, and as we know, O-line and D-line play, it's hard to really gauge too much, but he does have a quick first step off the ball, and he lined up on our left tackles quite a bit here over the last few weeks, and you could tell that he got the edge on him.
Coach, I'm sure you're expecting for the young guys, talk about Colston and Burton to be back by the time you guys get to camp. But if there's a setback that's not, is there a point where you start to worry about whether or not they can actually be ready to fulfill whatever role you envision them filling come week 1?
No worry whatsoever. We got plenty of bullets, plenty of weapons here on offense, and we're gonna be just fine.
How would you evaluate the job that you and your coaching staff did in this first minicamp?
Well, I'm critical of myself. The practice was probably it can be a little bit smoother in terms of how we function. I need to communicate to everyone a little bit better, whether it's the coaching staff, the equipment staff, and I'm going to get better there. I'll do a better job once we get to camp. But I was really impressed with the entire coaching staff. I mean, we've got the right mix of guys, experience, youth, energy, ideas. It's coming together, and I hope our players have really understood. It's hard to gain trust in such a short period of time, but hopefully they understand that our guys mean business. This coaching staff means business. They know what good football looks like. They know what winning football looks like, and they're committed to bringing that here.
Ben, I think we saw Colston head to the backfield. How close is he on the sideline to return?
I have to find that out. I don't know if that was. I just knew in the springtime here he wasn't going to be available, and at some point here in camp we should get the green light. Thank you.